If you're looking to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill, you came to the right place. In this video, we're going over how you guys can abuse the aim assist here in Modern Warfare 3. If that sounds good to you and you guys want to stay up to date with any and all best class setups, best settings, tips and tricks, or be notified when any updates go live here in Modern Warfare 3, feel free to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also turn those post notifications. Let me know down in the comment section what are your current sensitivity settings, because I can guarantee you changes are going to be made. All right, so first things first, we're going over the absolute best settings you guys should be rocking to drastically improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill here in Modern Warfare 3. As you guys can see here, I play with an Xbox Elite controller on PC with one paddle on the back set up for jumping. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter what controller you guys are playing on, these settings are going to be the best. You can have an Xbox controller, a PS5 controller, a PS4 controller, an Xbox Elite, a Scuff. It doesn't matter, these are universal. Now for the button layout, the absolute best button layout to play on here in Modern Warfare 3 is going to be tactical. Again, it doesn't matter what type of controller you guys are playing on. It's gonna remap your crouch and prone button, allowing you to perform a drop shot as well as get in and out of cover a lot easier, which is gonna be crucial here in this Call of Duty because the TTK is slower. So being able to throw off the enemy's aim assist, being able to position properly is going to keep you alive a lot longer, and tactical is going to make everything a lot easier to accomplish. Now what you also want to do here for a personal preference type of setting is you want to shut off your controller vibration. For me personally, I have not played on vibration in over 7 years of Call of Duty. Ever since I switched this off, I have never turned it back on because I don't want to have any type of stick play, any type of vibration, anything that can throw me off at longer ranges, especially on Modern Warfare 3, because accuracy is key in this Call of Duty. If you find yourself struggling at long range gunfights, specifically long range gunfights, try turning off the vibration. I can guarantee you it's gonna be one of those settings where you're either gonna turn it off and never turn it back on, or maybe you like the vibration. But for me personally, personal preference, I don't enjoy it at all. Now the dead zone settings, these are gonna be settings that you can easily configure based on your controller health. So we're gonna jump right over to the aiming, because this is where things are gonna get really, really juicy. So your horizontal and vertical stick sensitivity, I like to kind of have this within the 4-6 sensitivity window here. Now 7 is also good, but for this video I was playing on 6 just so I can showcase how effective abusing the aim assist really is on this game. Now this window is gonna be perfect because you're gonna be as accurate as possible at longer ranges, but still have the capability of turning on players and still having movement in this Call of Duty. Again, we have a lot more movement in Modern Warfare 3, but at the same time, the TTK is a lot slower, so we're gonna have to go ahead and work with two things. So definitely go ahead and have it in the same window. I like 6.6, especially when you couple it with the 0.75 ADS sensitivity in multiplayer. This is gonna mitigate as much stick play in your controller so you're not accidentally drifting off the player, which I find happens a lot in this Call of Duty unintentionally. But I have some settings here that you need to change to go ahead and mitigate that. Everything in this Call of Duty, you're gonna have to go ahead and kind of correct to make it a little bit easier so you can shoot people a lot more effectively at longer ranges. Now again, everything else here is going to be pretty much the same. I've not messed with any of these settings. My aim assist response curve type is on standard. Personally, I believe standard is going to be the best baseline setting to run. Linear and dynamic are good, but standard is going to be simple, simplistic, and very easy to go ahead and learn and how to abuse the aim assist with. Now, something else you want to go ahead and do here once you go ahead and adjust your sensitivity and aiming is make sure your aim assist type is set to Black Ops. Now, I was a firm believer that being on default is the best, was the best. But here at Modern Warfare 3, you're gonna see in the gameplay, because I do have a hand cam so you can follow my motions, there's something weird going on with the aim assist in this COD. I feel like sometimes, honestly, a lot of times, I'm drawn off the target at longer ranges. So I went ahead and switched to Black Ops aim assist because typically in the Black Ops Call of Duties, the aim assist is stronger. That magically stopped happening nearly as much. So if you are struggling at long range engagements, I highly recommend trying Black Ops out if you've been playing on default, because default was the best in Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops is the best here in Modern Warfare 3. So this is going to guarantee you to see a drastic improvement in your aim accuracy and gun skill. Obviously, everything else is going to be pretty much the same here. I've not messed with any of these settings. Now for the gameplay settings, I have automatic tactical sprint on just so I can move around the map a little bit easier. But as far as the controller settings, these are all you want to go ahead and adjust. And then finally, for the graphics settings, we are going to go ahead and adjust the FOV. This is going to be imperative to do so. If you want to improve your aim accuracy and gun skill and make it feel like your weapons have less visual recoil, I know a lot of it was toned down within Modern Warfare 3, but if you want to tone it down even more, make everything easier, because that's what this video is about, making everything easier, I recommend playing on the 100 to 120 FOV range, and make sure, no ifs, ands, ors, or buts about it, your ADS field of view is set to effective. This is so important on this Call of Duty, especially pairing it with the 4:6 sensitivity window in Black Ops aim assist. Affected is going to mirror that FOV, so whatever optic or iron sight you're running, it's still going to be on 120, and it's going to make it feel like you have less visual recoil, or in all reality, less recoil. If you're ever wondering how YouTubers, streamers, high, skilled players are beaming you across the map and it makes it look like they have no recoil, their guns are not moving, it's because they are running these settings here. 120 FOV or the 100 to 120 FOV range with the affected ADS enabled. This is amazing. It's gonna make a world of difference, and you're gonna see right now here in the tutorial. All right, so the two drills we're gonna be focusing on are gonna be called centering as well as snap aiming. These are imperative to master here in Modern Warfare 3 with the slower TTK, because accuracy is everything. Now, the beautiful thing about these drills is they work on every single Call of Duty game. You could go back to Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, it's going to work. You are simply going to take your skills to the next level. Now, I highly recommend you guys trying this out in a private match against bots first, just so you can get some repetitions in, you can master it so you're not frustrated in a public match, dying and not really understanding what's going on. That's like the worst part about trying to figure out how to improve your aim, accuracy, and gun skill. Luckily, there's private matches you can go ahead and get it all done in there. So when you go to a public match, ready to go and you're tearing it up. Now, let's talk about centering. This is going to be the fundamental drill you want to kind of master. Everything is going to build off of centering here in this Call of Duty. Now, again, I have the hand cam so you can follow my motions so you guys can understand what's going on. So centering is going to be making sure that your white dot is going to be on the screen at all times. Now, if you guys are kind of confused on what are you talking about the white dot, well, the white dot at the center of the screen here, this is going to be the focal point. This is what's going to be very important and going to essentially trigger the aim assist and how you can manipulate it and have it work in your favor. As long as this white dot is at the center of your screen, as long as your weapon, or I should say, is focusing on the white dot, it's centered, you're going to be able to essentially snap onto players without actually having to aim yourself. The aim assist is going to take care of everything for you. That's the nice thing about the controller sensitivity that I recommend: the 4:6 window, the 0.75 ADS, as well as the Black Ops aim assist. Everything is going to work for each other so you can win gunfights at longer ranges a lot easier. So again, if you're unaware on what I'm talking about, the white dot at the center of your screen, that's key. You want to make sure your weapon is centered. You want to make sure every time you're turning corners, and I'm going to be breaking it down in this video, that's going to be at the center of your screen, or your weapon is focusing on that point at the center of your screen, so you can go ahead and engage the aim assist the best of your ability. Now, what you're going to see here is simply it in action. You guys can see here, take out that one player there, snap on this guy, and snap onto that player there. Now, during that situation, I performed snap aiming. Snap aiming is simply quickly unzooming in and zooming back in very quickly so you can essentially trigger the aim assist to work in your favor. Now, I'm going to go ahead and rewind this clip so you guys can understand what I'm talking about, because a lot of people make the mistake of essentially dragging their controller from player to player, or I should say dragging their crosshair from player to player and making the mistake. You guys can see here, I take that player out, I take this guy out, and instead of actually dragging my optic while still being zoomed in, because I know a lot of people make that mistake and do that. A lot of beginner Call of Duty players make that mistake and do that. I unzoom and I flick, obviously, my aim to the left a little bit, not even a lot, just a very little bit. You can see it in the hand cam that I flick it a little bit and I zoom back in quickly. And because the ADSs on this Call of Duty are fast, this is going to work even better than it was in Modern Warfare 2. The aim assist is going to do everything for me. You guys can see here, it simply just goes right to the player's head. So I'm able to take them out very, very easily. Obviously, this is going to be in private matches to showcase how it's working. But this is the best way to kind of master centering and snap aim. You guys can see here, whenever I'm actually turning corners, I'm making sure that my weapon is ready. I'm not sprinting around corners just so I can lock on. Now, right there, that's how you can do centering and snap aiming to the best of your ability in rapid succession. It does not matter if players are around cover. It does not matter if there's multiple people on your screen. This is going to trigger the aim assist, so it's going to be doing everything for you. I did not manually switch from target to target myself. That was the game doing absolutely everything there. I'm going to go ahead and rewind the clips you guys can see, because when I was engaging those gunfights, I was unzooming after every single target. You can see here, the first guy, you see that I'm unzoomed very quickly, zoom back in, and then boom, automatically locked on to the other two players because they were lined up. That is how you can master centering and snap aiming. Like I said, I have the hand cam here so you can just follow my motions, but this is how you're gonna be able to take out multiple people on your screen at the same time. I know for a fact a lot of people have questioned, how are you able to go ahead and transition from target to target to target so fast? How are you able to be accurate in transitioning from target to target so fast, especially if they're behind cover? It's because we're utilizing centering as well as snap aiming. Now, there is a caveat to this, especially here in Modern Warfare 3. Sometimes the aim assist is a little bit wonky. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and break down exactly what that looks like, so I can guarantee you, you've probably had the situation happen to you. Happens to me. Don't think I'm impervious to this. It's something that is just going on within Modern Warfare 3. So again, mastering, centering, and snap aiming there. Take out that player there. You guys can see, even when the other player is trying to get around cover, the aim assist is going to drag, literally doing it itself. I'm not doing anything here. I'm letting the game work in my favor. I'm going to rewind that so you guys can see around cover. Turning the corner here. Boom. See how it just went over to the next player, centering and snap aiming, the game taking care of everything for you. And that's also what's important about playing on a lower sensitivity, because you're gonna be able to control everything a little bit easier. Now, this is where the game just kind of gets wonky. Now, right there, that is something that I feel like a lot of people are struggling with. For me personally, I'm struggling with it myself. I feel the game sometimes works against you. Now, there's a lot of EOMM, speculations. There's a lot of, situations where people are quite literally saying the game is punishing you for doing well. Obviously, this is going to be in a private match, but it's I'm not trying to be that guy, but this is a situation where I know for a fact, because I've seen it on, Instagram, I've seen it on Twitter, I've seen a couple TikToks talking about it. The aim assist just kind of working against you. I mean, I'm drilling the guy. I'm shooting him center mass in the head, and he just, walks through my bullets. So again, I'm not impervious to it. Sometimes it happens to all of us. I just want to go ahead and make that clear, that even, people that, have, decent aim, a good aim, people that are making tutorials like myself, sometimes that stuff does happen. Again, just making sure that the white dot is at the center of my screen. Right there, you can see centering and snap aiming working in effect. I did not drag my crosshair once. I simply zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. That's very simple to do here in this game. Luckily, the ADS are fast on these weapons. I'm gonna go ahead and break that down again. You guys can see what I'm talking about. I'm trying to do the best of my ability to kind of showcase as many scenarios of this working. So boom, boom, boom. This is something you need to go ahead and do because of the slower TTK. The last thing you want to do is trying to track targets. It's going to be almost impossible on this COD because the TTK is slower. Now, around cover, obviously, that guy had to go ahead and back out. Again, it's a private match, but with the slower TTK, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to, you know, acquire your target or stay on target because you have to shoot them a couple extra shots. But centering and snap aiming is going to make things a hell of a lot easier. That's exactly why I recommend going into a private match, because this would be incredibly difficult to do in a public match when most people are trying to shoot you. This, you can take, you know, your time, you can go at your own pace and figure out exactly, you know, what settings work for you, even though I do recommend playing on that 4:6 window, and you can kind of see, you know, how you want to go ahead and adjust your settings to your liking. Even though, like I said, I recommend that 4:6 window. Again, within the private matches, you definitely just want to go ahead and get a feel for the game. This Call of Duty, it does feel nice. The movement is nice, but again, like I said previously, the aim assist, I do feel is a little bit wonky at times. Sometimes I do feel that you're being dragged off target. That's just something that's going on within Modern Warfare 3. Hopefully they do adjust it if there even is something to be addressed. It might be just a placebo, but in all reality, I mean, I've been playing Call of Duty for a very long time. I have been mastering the aim assist in Call of Duty games for a very long time, and this is the one game where I'm gonna 100% be honest with, it is very inconsistent with the aim assist. It's very inconsistent with the gunfights, so that's something that you definitely want to go ahead and practice and just get some reps in a private match. Again, there's absolutely no shame in jumping into a private match to try any of this out, because this game is a little bit different than what we played, you know, for the past couple of years. The TTK is slower on this game, so it's going to take a little bit of adjusting. Not a lot of adjusting. You can see right there, beautiful example of centering and snap aiming. I'm going to go ahead and rewind the clip. You can see there was like 4 targets on my screen, and I was able to go ahead and take all of them out. Boom. 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 Easily took all those players out, just making sure that my crosshair dot is going to be at the center, and I'm zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out, and making sure that I can transition from target to target as quickly as possible and also as accurately as possible. That's going to be what's very important to do here in Modern Warfare 3, because again, the slower TTK and overall feel of the game, it's going to be a little bit different. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you guys can abuse the aim assist and improve your aim accuracy as well as gun skill here in Modern Warfare 3. Let me know down in the comment section if there is anything you guys need help with, any type of tips video, any type of tutorial you guys might want to see on the channel for this game. Feel free to let me know. I know a lot of things about how aim assist works. I know how to maneuver the map properly. I know how to predict spawns. I know how to read and interpret the mini map. I can do it all and help you guys out and improve, because that's something that I like to do, and that's something that I know is very satisfying when you see yourself get better at Call of Duty. There's no better feeling than, you know, becoming that player that you see at the top of the leaderboard that's just destroying the lobby. So again, if you guys enjoyed the video and it does help you guys out, make sure you drop a like in the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications, man. And I hope to see you guys, you know, tearing it up in lobbies. I hope to see you guys commenting that you're improving at your aim, accuracy, and gun skill. I hope to see you guys increase your KD ratio and overall becoming the Call of Duty player that, you know you can become. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuce.